Right, we're now out on the golf course, and the first club out of the bag is the driver. We're on the 10th tee at Valderrama, which will be the 10th hole in the Volvo Masters, which we play each year at the end of the season. We've chosen this hole because it's a good shape hole, and we've got some bunkers in the distance there which we can use to indicate how I line up. Now, one thing that we didn't touch on the range was really the ball position, because this varies tremendously with each club that we use, and also the variety of shots that we wish to play. So now we're on the golf course, we're going to spend a little bit more time showing you that. And with the driver, what we're trying to do, once we've set ourselves up parallel to our target again, our ball position is going to fall somewhere around our left heel to left instep. It's a personal thing. Obviously, some people try to hit the ball a little higher or whatever. The driver, of course, you're trying to hit on the upswing now, so that's why we have a little bit further forward than normal. And again, as we discussed, our posture and our alignment, I'm going to align myself down the left side of the fairway, but my target is somewhere towards the middle to the right-hand side as the hole shapes around the corner. Another thing, which is probably one of the most important things that all good players do, is they have a pre-shot routine. And I, like many others, we start from behind the ball, and we picture the shot that we're trying to hit, and we visualize the shape and everything, and then more important, we pick out a target in the distance that's going to keep us on track and gives us a good guideline. Right, so I'll go through the steps that I use. I stand behind the ball, and simply my target is now down the right-hand side of the bunker. So once I then step away from this, I'm now started into my pre-shot routine. So I've pictured the target, I put my club head down exactly where I want the ball to go. Down the right-hand side of that trap, I take my stance, so I'm nice and comfortable, so I'm perfectly happy that I'm ready to go. Now all I need is a little bit of motion to get the club to move away, and I need one swing thought in the backswing, so I usually think of my hips to get those turning correctly, and here we go. There we go, and it all went pretty good. As you can see, I've kept my follow through. I'm never trying to force the drive. I try to keep the same swing pattern, same rhythm, and hit a good shot.
Well, Nick, we were confronted with a par 5 here, which requires a fairway wood. We've got about 230 yards to go uphill. So certainly I think it's very important for golfers to look at the lie before they take out the club. I think if the lie is very tight, they might want to use a more lofted fairway wood, but you've got a very good lie there, so I think a 3 wood's an excellent choice. So let's set up to the ball there and see how we're going to go about that.
Okay.
First thing, as we can see, the ball is positioned very much like a tee shot, because we are trying to sweep the ball. We're not trying to hit down on it. And also there is a fair amount of weight, probably maybe 60-40, placed on the right side there. This helps us to hit up on the ball without literally trying to scoop it in the air. Now, very important, the rhythm and balance in the golf swing here. And as you'll see when Nick makes the swing here, he'll really work hard on maintaining good rhythm and good tempo.
Okay, I'll go through my pre-shot routine again, lining up, picking my target just left of the pin, and setting myself right on that target. Move the weight back a little bit, nice and comfortable, and here we go.
Tempo is all important. Maintain your balance and swing to a complete follow-through.
Now we come to the long irons, which is the nemesis of many club golfers. In actual fact, they're not as difficult as most people make them out to be. You'll see when Nick makes a few practice swings here, how he'll really try to maintain his balance and his rhythm. Most people try to help the ball up in the air because of the little loft on the club. So if you can just let the club do the work and really make sure you have good balance, you won't have too much of a problem.
Okay, I'll give it I'll have one practice swing here, saying exactly what David has said. I try to keep my head nice and still, and I want a good, powerful follow through. I don't want to be deaccelerating or trying to help it up. I want to be accelerating through the ball. Right, let's see if we can hit one. For a shot like this, I've got a slight breeze coming off the left, so my first thoughts would be I would try and hold it up against that. So I want to have a slightly inside path. So I want to make sure I'm slightly inside and then through. So obviously for that I'm going to have to stay very still on the shot and stay with the shot. Turn fully and release out to the right a little bit. Thanks, Jack.
Long irons are harder to strike than fairway woods, so it is vital to stay down and believe that the loft of the club will get the ball airborne.